Hi, I'm Natalie Skorikova and I'm method writing teacher in Ukraine. Today here I'm with my teacher, a person who inspires and helps people around the world to change their lives and to be better humans. It's Джека Grейпса. Jack, hi.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, thank you.
Are you being a better human?
I'm trying. I'm in the process.
I spent many years figuring out how to have people be better humans. I worked in my laboratory and, I had my special ray gun. I had my special be a better human ray gun here. You light it. Ooh, makes you a better human. So I've discovered the secret of how to be a better human.
And I hope you will share it. Jack lives in Los Angeles, California, and he has a message for all Ukrainians who fight and struggle against Russian aggression and who try to survive this genocide. Jack, your word.
Well, yeah, I thought I had an answer. I thought I had a message or a little thing I could do to help, quote, people going through what we're going through right now in Ukraine. And I saw the news yesterday about all the killing and the bodies they found in Bush. How do you pronounce that?
Bucha.
Bucha. I am so heartbroken at what I've seen. And not that we didn't see small evidence of it, but to see it so completely and to realize what's going on in Ukraine and how far this has come. For what? For what? I mean, I don't get it. Because Putin is denazifying Ukraine. So the people lying in the streets, they were Nazis. I mean, it's so horrifying and something I have never gone through and never experienced. How can I possibly tell anyone who's experiencing that how to deal with it or how to think about it or what to do?
Yeah.
I grew up hearing stories of the Holocaust from my aunt, whose husband, as she put it, was made to dig his own grave, and then they shot him and pushed him into the grave that he had dug himself. And I heard lots of other stories that my family, who came over from, Europe and different parts of Europe, Poland and Russia and Austria, and then to Belgium. I heard lots of stories. So when I was a little boy, I grew up with all those horrors. And then to see read the books and see the films, to be filled with such pain that humanity does this. And what makes us do it? I know there's an economic and a social factor, but my God, what do you tell anybody when they are faced with something like that? I have faced personal pain and grief and loss and tragic things in my life on a personal level, but how do I extend that out to what's going on in Ukraine or what went on in the Holocaust or what went on in other struggles, wars and genocides and things like that? Whatever message I have, it seems very puny.
Yeah.
And then I'm reminded of something, because I used to box as a young boy and a young man. I boxed. And Mike Tyson, who was a heavyweight champion of the world a while ago, he used to say that, fighters, before they fight a fight, they have a plan. They know what they're going to do. If he does this, I'll do that. And if he does this, I'll do that. And I'll do this for the first round. And the second round, I'll do that. And they have a big plan. And I know, because I used to box and I used to have a plan based on who I was going to be boxing. Oh, he can't take a left hook. I'll give him a lot of left hooks. Or, oh, he can't take a right cross. I'll give him a right cross. Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. And we all have plans. We all have things that someone else told us that we could use when something horrific happens. And then we get hit in the face by life and the plan goes out the window. So what the hell, what can I possibly tell anyone? Whether it's about the don't live in the past and, you know, live for today because tomorrow you'll be free. If you don't do something, is that a choice? You know, it's all meaningless. It's all meaningless because those of you in Ukraine have been hit in the face in a way that is so horrendous. What possible word of wisdom could apply, especially from someone like me who has never been in a war? I've been in the wars of life, the normal wars of life, and the emotional griefs and losses we all face. But what could I possibly tell anyone with a sense of authority, like, oh, I know what I'm talking about? Because when you get hit in the face, everything changes. I do have a way of thinking about your life, our lives, that has, I don't want to say it's comforted me, and I don't want to say it gave me a plan, because, you know, when you're getting hit in the face, you don't, you know, someone's about to shoot you, you don't go, oh, I got a plan. The plan isn't going to help you. You're going to react to save your life. You're going to react to survive. You're going to react to do what you have to do at that moment. Maybe you're protecting a child. Maybe you're protecting a loved one who is in a wheelchair. You know, what you're doing is immediate. You don't have a lot of time to think about, well, let's see, what did Jack Grapes say? I can use that now. You know, it's not like a secret code. But there's something I've always thought about how do I think about my whole life when things are good and when things are bad, when I'm getting hit in the face and when I'm maybe hitting somebody else in the face, when somebody's kissing me and I'm kissing somebody else, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly. I like to think about this. And this is not exactly, you know, about God or about, you know, a big plan, but I don't know. I've thought about this. I've seen images of our planet that goes around the sun and is in a galaxy, which means a galaxy's got hundreds of stars. And the Milky Way is way, way on the edge of the universe. So you see this entire universe, and there we are. We're right like a little dot over there. And that's the galaxy. And in our galaxy, there are stars millions of light years away. And I go, wow, what a big universe. And we haven't found evidence of life anywhere else. There must be life out there, but it would be so far away in terms of light years that, so what the hell are we doing? What is it about this whole planet Earth? What's going on? And what is my life? What does it count on this little bitty planet Earth? And I thought, wow, when you think of it that way, you just want to sort of, I don't know, drink a bottle of vodka and fall asleep. But then I got to thinking about it. And I thought, we are carrying a message to the future. That at some point, the message that we deliver, all of us, every human being on Earth, we're delivering a message somewhere in the future. And that message is very important. The future is waiting for that message. And the message, it's you know, if you want to think of it like written down on a piece of paper, you can. But I think of it as a big message. But think of it as written down on a piece of paper. Your life, the wholeness of the life, whether you get hit in the face or not, what you've said, how many times you've fallen in and out of love, who you've loved, who you've helped, everything about your life, no matter what you do, whether you get oppressed or you oppress others, whatever you do, your whole life is one letter in that message that's being transmitted to the future. And guess what? If your letter doesn't get sent, your one little letter, A or B or L, if it doesn't make the message, the whole message can't be read. The whole message will be lost if you don't live your letter. Your life is about living your letter. Whatever happens to you, and I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm not telling you what you should do if you get hit in the face. I'm just saying you can look at your life with its griefs and its tragedy and its pain and its joys and its love and its blessings. You can look at your whole life as one letter, like an A or a B, in a word, and that word is part of the whole message. And if your letter isn't there and isn't clear, then the whole message cannot be read. So I am living my letter. Whatever happens to me, when I'm in pain, whether someone ceases to love me anymore and I feel that heartbreak, or when my father died when I was in Europe and I got a call from the father of the friend I was traveling with who said, "Jack, come home. You're the man in the family now." And I knew what he meant. I knew my father had died, but I pretended not to know. I said, "What do you mean?" And he repeated it. "Jack, come home. You're the man in the family now." Oh, God, I love my father. I felt like when I was 18 that he had a secret to tell me. He had something to tell me because he was homeless, living on the streets. He had a rough life. And I thought he was going to give me the secret of life. But he hadn't. Because he kept telling me when I would ask him, "Dad, tell me, why do you drink? Why do you get drunk? Why, he says, "Son, when you're older, I'll tell you." So it was always when I was older. I'd be older. And then I'm in Europe and I get a call that says, "You're the man in the family now." The man in the family? I know nothing. I don't know anything. How am I supposed to be the man in the family? My father never told me. He never told me the secret of life. And I've been learning the secret of life one day at a time. Some days good, some days bad. I've experienced a lot of inner pain, a lot of struggles with my life work and everything else. Nothing like those of you in Ukraine are going through. But that's my letter. My letter is the only letter I got. And if I don't live my letter, then the whole message, humanity's entire message, will be lost. So your letter is important, and live your letter. And when you are in struggle and in pain, as well as in joy and blessings, when it's happening to you, maybe just take a second to say, well, this is part of my letter. My overcoming this will be part of my letter. My hurting others will be part of my letter. my getting hurt by others, all of this. This is what I have to go through because I have to live my letter. And that's really all I have to say about that. That's as much as I can say. And I wish you all the best in, in living your letter.
Thank you, Jack. So fun. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support, because I know how Matthew Wright tried to support Ukrainian. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.